What is forex? First, I want to take you on a brief history of how forex came about. Forex came about fully to our individual traders in 1970. Okay, that's a whole long time right now. A whole long time, because currently we're in 2019. It came about in 1970. So the idea behind forex can be dated back to the barter system, where people have, for example, I have rice, I want to exchange it for your beans. Okay, but there was a problem with that system because there's no a very good way to measure the value of my rice as to your beans, because some people always feel being cheated. Okay, I give you beans, beans weigh more, right? But your rice, I don't really need your rice. But however, my rice is as important to me as much as your beans is important to you. So for us to weigh that important, the level of importance, nothing was there to weigh. So over time, people felt it wasn't so efficient because of that problem. Okay, so on and on, currency and values were being introduced. Value, when I mean value, like gold, people thought that me giving you something that is valuable to everyone, me giving you something that is rarely seen, like gold, silver, even cowrie at some time was also used for as a medium of exchange. They give you X number of cowrie, then you give them whatsoever they come to buy from you. So those things were used as a medium of exchange. But however, the one that stayed for a very long time and that's still working right now is gold. Okay, some even use tobacco in some southern part of the United States of America. Some use tobacco. They use tobacco for exchange. All right. So, but however, I want to talk about gold. So many countries accepted gold. In fact, almost all the whole countries in the world, they accepted gold as a medium of exchange. Okay, and before then, there was also euros. That's Roman euros was generally accepted. That is, whenever you go to another country, it was accepted in the Roman Empire because of those Roman Empire. They were the world powers as of then. So whenever you go to any country, whenever you present a Roman euros, it would be likely accepted, just as we have United States dollar as at now. United States dollar is accepted in almost all the countries. But however, as time goes on, these countries were no longer accepting the Roman euros because, like, if you go to a small eatery, let's say you go to a small eatery, or you just go to a Krispy Kreme or a Starbucks to buy a tea or a coffee, that's, let's say, about $5. I don't think you giving that person, a normal market woman that sells things for 50 naira, you're giving that person 50 naira worth in form of dollars. I don't think the person will need it because he does not really know where to exchange it, or because it's too small. It does not want the stress going to the exchange house, going to the bureau de change to make that exchange. Okay, because he'll be scared that it may also be fake. He doesn't know how to recognize the real original one and stuff like that. So problem, see, it was still attached to some problem. So there was no generally acceptable currency all around the world. So there's still need for you to change one currency to the other. So that's what we are talking about. That is, you cannot have United States dollar and say, okay, you have it all. You can travel anywhere around the world and you'll be spending the dollar. It's not possible because there are still some places that it will not be accepted. It's only a few places where it will be accepted. Example of those few places are where international visitors troop in. Example, like international airports. Another place is hotel, because they have international visitors where they could also exchange their money. They could also give same money to the same person, other person, citizens or indigenous of those countries, and they will have it off their hands. So there was still a need for exchange. That is, whenever, let's say, I'm from UK, which in UK they spend the British pounds. So if I'm traveling to the United States, there's a need for me to change my pound sterling to United States dollars. So hence the emergence of forex. So the exchange of one currency to the other is what we term as foreign exchange. So there is always a difference that you pay, because there's always a difference between the bid and the ask price. Whenever you go to this bureau de change, whenever you ask how much is dollar today, the first question that I'm going to ask you anytime that you go there, any day, and that question is always constant, is, do you want to buy or you want to sell? The reason why they are asking you is so that they will know the price to give to you, because the buying price is different from the selling price, which is normal in every business. Every business, you want to sell high with what you bought low. You want to buy low and sell high. So that's what also they are doing. So with this bullet point right here, in this first point, you say buying and selling of two currencies. That's what forex is, which I've brilliantly explained, buying and selling of two currencies, it's always involved two currencies. So that's why you always see forex is always in form of pair. They will always say in forex it's always euro slash USD. Some of them, they don't add this slash. As time goes on, I'll be explaining to you the reason why. Then you see USD, JPY. Okay, you see USD, CHF. You see GBP, USD. And you also see USD, CAD. Now, all these have codes. Now, you will know one thing. They all have USD as predominant pair in all of them. It's either you are seeing it first or it's appearing at the last. If you are seeing it first, it's called the base pair. If you are seeing it in the last, it's called the quote pair. I'm going to be explaining that. Just hold on. I'm sure you're writing this down. Okay. USD is the predominant pair because International Monetary Fund was formed after the World War II so that we can regulate the economies, so that the world can better regulate the economies of all countries in the world. Okay, so the reason why that's necessary is because the world store their reserve in form of United States dollars. Okay, IMF store their reserve in form of United States dollars. So that's why whenever you go, whenever they are borrowing Nigerian money, whenever they are borrowing any country in South Africa, they are borrowing Brazil, any country money, it is always in form of United States dollar. They will quote it in form of dollars because dollar is still regarded as world currency. That's because IMF and World UN store their reserve in form of United States dollar because it is stable over time. They hardly have recession. Okay, so that's why you can see United States dollar is predominant in the forex market. Okay, with that said, now with these currencies that I just listed, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rather, that I just listed, these are the major currencies traded in the forex market. They are the major, write them down, major currency traded in forex market. Now let me tell you their full meaning. CAD stands for Canadian dollar. CAD, Canadian dollar. United States, USD stand for United States dollar. GBP, okay, we have another one here. GBP stands for Great British Pounds. We have CHF. CHF stand for Swiss franc, that's Switzerland franc. CHF, Switzerland franc. Switzerland is used by Switzerland. EUR stand for euro. JPY stand for Japanese yen. JPY, Japanese yen. All right, with that said, let's move to the next bullet point. Did you know the largest financial market in the world is Forex? Because it is bigger than the New York Stock Exchange, the most celebrated New York Stock Exchange, the stock exchange that is most celebrated in the world. Forex is 26 times bigger than it. That is, what does that mean? That is, when you split Forex in 26 places, one of it is New York Stock Exchange, NYSE. This is the most celebrated stock exchange in the world. Forex is 26 times bigger than this. All right? It's 26 times greater than New York Stock Exchange. So it's a highly liquid market in the world with a volume of over $5.3 trillion daily. Over $5.3 trillion daily. What does this suggest to you? As an individual, when you are coming in, that is, you can conveniently take any amount, let's just say, to be very, very conservative, let's say $20 daily from this market, and nothing will move. Nothing will be shaking. I increase it. You can even take $200. This market will not feel anything. You can take $2,000. The market will still not feel anything. You can take $20,000. It will not still feel anything. On and on, you can keep taking it. But just to be very conservative, set your mind to very small target to like $20 daily. $20 daily. And you will get it. It's very possible. Set it. And trust me, no any person receive this amount daily. You have to have a high degree. You have to have masters, BSc, and a whole lot of qualification. You have to be working in a very good and trustworthy firm for you to earn this amount of money daily. And I'm telling you, you can earn this daily in Forex market. Now, I'm not trying to raise your hope too much. There are days that you experience losses, yes. There are times you experience losses, streaks of even weeks that you will not see blue. Like when I mean blue, you will not be in profit based on your strategy. Okay. But whenever you get it right, there are times that there's what we call risk to reward. You have to enter in position whereby whenever you are targeting the market, you should be risking 1 to get 2. You should be risking 1 to get 2. Or risking 1 to get 3, as the case may be. So all these things depend on your strategy. So that's why strategy, as I've said, that it is very, very crucial in this market. If you want to be successful, you need a very good strategy that is working from time to time. Strategy is not just all. Money management is also very crucial. You shouldn't risk all the whole money that you find in your account. Okay? There's some set of money you should set aside. Okay, I'm not going to touch this. This is what I can touch. This is the highest that I can afford to lose as at this time. All right? That's how the forex market works. So the fourth point here is the forex market has no physical location. It doesn't have any physical location. You're not seeing somebody that you're buying with. You're not buying with any physical person, or there's no place. It's just unlike the stock market. You know, the stock market, you have to go to over the counter where you place bets, you place trades. Okay, I want to buy, quotes me at this social price. You're talking to a physical, just like the normal bank. No, the forex market, everything is demystified. Everything is largely done online. With your data and your phone, you are powerful, the forex market. So no physical location. And the one that is mind-blowing is it operates 24 hours, unlike the stock market. The stock market closes every day. They only open when the banks are open, and they close when the bank closes. Whereas the forex market opens 24 hours in 5 days. 24 hours in 5 days. Now let me clean this. So you can I just want to explain something real quick. Let me clean all of this one at this bottom. Okay, now I said forex market operates 24 hours in 5 days. Now, how does this happen? Why not 24/7? Why not 24/4? Why 24 hours in 5 days? As long as any bank in this world is on, any bank is awake to process the order that is in the forex market will always flow. For example, what do I mean? Let's say, we all have different time zone. Like the time zone in the United States is obviously different from the one in United Kingdom. In United Kingdom, yes, UK. The one in UK is different from the one in Africa. Africa is different from Australia. Australia is different from Antarctica, and so on and so forth. So now I'm going to be gauging all our time zone in GMT, which is Greenwich Meridian Time. Okay. So whenever Sydney, when I mean Sydney, I mean Australia. Whenever Australia is awake, that is, their banks are definitely operating. Now, all banks in most countries opens 8 o'clock. Their time may be different. I'm going to be explaining the time zone as time goes on. Whenever the banks in Australia, they are awake. Whenever Australia is awake, their banks are also operating, helping us to exchanging our orders in the forex market. I'm just telling you how our order is being exchanged. They'll be exchanging our orders, buying and selling is going on in Australia. So whenever they're about to go to bed, United Kingdom open, UK market open, which is London market. London market, it is worthy of note. Let me know. Say London market, London session is the biggest out of all the session. Now let me list all the session. We have London session, London session, New York session, which is United States. We have Sydney session, which is Australia, Sydney. We have Tokyo, which is Japan, Japanese market. Okay, the Asian market, Asian. So just like 1, 2, 3, 4. So the reason why it's 24, forex is 24 hours is when this one is about to go to sleep, New York opens. When New York is about to go to sleep, Sydney open. It keeps rolling over and over till Friday 10 p.m. 10 p.m. our time, which is Nigerian time, GMT. We also use the same time. It also happened that we also use the same time with UK. Just that sometimes UK may be 1 hour ahead of us. Okay, so this is how the market keeps rolling over and on. So until 10 p.m. on Friday, where all the bank in the world is shut down for the weekend break. So market does not roll on Saturday and Sunday. So on Sunday, evening, which is 5 p.m. our time, or Tokyo session starts. Tokyo, these are the first people they start because it is their morning over there. So their banks start operating 5 p.m. our time here while we are still in Sunday, but they're already in Monday. Start operating, then forex market starts again. So you can see the reason why it operates 24 hours in 5 working days. As long as the banks are open all around the world, any bank is open around the world, any country's bank is open, forex market would work. The exception is public holidays. Public holidays will really affect that. Let's say there's public holiday in the United States, then banks will not work that day. Then you should expect sluggishness with the USD pairs. If there's public holiday in Canada, expect sluggishness with card pairs. That's how it operates.